Hey y'all, remember when the Black Lives Matter activists showed up and bullied Bernie Sanders off his podium? Bernie Sanders might want to review Donald Trump's press conference on how you handle stuff like this. Bernie's already gave you a preview of his presidency. Okay, well, you can have America this time, but you're not being very courteous.
I think what happened. Propaganda.
Trump bumped Univision's Jorge Ramos out of the press conference. Good. See how that works, Bernie? Rude people show up, looking to disrupt the flow, show them the dough. Well, what if it's an outdoor event, Zo? I don't care. Find a door anyway and toss them through it. People who don't understand the balance of freedom see this as Trump infringing on the right to free press. No, he wasn't. Not at all. The one infringing upon the right to freedom of the press was Jorge. It was not his turn to ask questions. Jorge was infringing upon the rights of another person's time to ask questions. Freedom of the press does not mean freedom to act disorderly. Maybe had Jorge been a little patient, Trump would have gotten to him. But no, Jorge instead exhibits that arrogance that people like him like to accuse America of being. Projection much? Trump had him removed so the press could exercise its right to free press without infringing on each other's right to get an answer to their question. Trump wasn't infringing on their rights. Jorge was. Jorge tried to bully his way into getting his answers with total disregard of their rights. And people like him accuse America of being a bully. Some people said it was racist for Trump to say, go back to Univision. That's not racist. Jorge does work at Univision. When a person tells someone to go back to a place they've never been, that's racist. Go back to Africa. I can't go back there. I've never been there. I'm from Indiana. So Trump telling Jorge to go back to Univision isn't racist. It may be dismissive, condescending, elitist even, but not unprovoked. Don't start none, won't be none. I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNation, and maybe Bernie Sanders thought he was honoring the First Amendment by letting those hacktivists exercise their free expression rights. The First Amendment says the right to peaceably assemble, which they did not do. The First Amendment doesn't give any provisions for harassment or hostility. But Bernie Sanders doesn't understand our Constitution, and people like him are why others can manipulate our Constitution and use our own Constitution against us. Not plugging for Trump, but in a competition of who is more apt to help protect the balance of freedom, Bernie will hand over your freedoms like a gambler handing all their money over to a slot machine in one of Trump's casinos. Find a door anyway and toss them through it.